Good morning. I'm so tired. Ugh. It was a late night last night, and it wasn't because I was out partying, because if you think I was out partying, check again. No, it was because my best friend and I, Shanique, we revived our podcast. We rebranded, and we have filmed the first 2 episodes already, and we actually just filmed the 3rd episode last night, and we had a guest come on, but our guest wasn't able to film until later in the evening because of her schedule, which is fine, but I'm normally in bed by 8, and this went till very long, so I didn't actually go to bed until probably like 2 a.m. Like, I didn't actually fall asleep till like 2 a.m. and it's 7:30. So I'm 30 minutes past my normal wake up time. Audio message my friend because we always do a morning podcast to each other. I'm gonna try this new TikTok recipe for bagels with like 4 ingredients. And they use all-purpose or bread flour, but all I have is all-purpose flour. So we're gonna have to figure out how to make that work. And I also want to look up a recipe for everything bagel seasoning and then just take out all the stuff I'm allergic to, which might not make it everything bagel seasoning anymore, but it's fine. We have a TikTok we need to edit. We have a podcast we need to edit. We have a YouTube video we need to edit. We have things going on. We have an event this evening. I wanted to work out before the event and take a shower, so we'll do that. I need to water my plants and clean up the house a bit. So let's start with coffee, breakfast, and the morning podcast to my friend. You guys, I was trying to move his bowl and he bumped me. This is the glamorous life. This is what people don't show you.
Good boy, puppy. Hey, I need you to eat slow, okay? I don't want you to throw up.
Breakfast and stuff took a little longer than usual because we literally handmade bagels, which was so cool. And they actually turned out really good. The food was delicious. And now I'm actually so stuffed that I have no interest in working out. I'm currently editing a TikTok where I've started this series, I guess, where I found my digital camera from 15 years ago. Okay, and I know digital cameras are all the rage now. So just out of curiosity, one day before we went to Volcano Bay, Shanique and I was like, let me just see if I still have it. And I do. And I've been bringing her around everywhere. And honestly, some of the pictures, they do actually give that vintage, not vintage, yeah, kind of like a vintage, like digital camera vibe. But there's a few things I'm not happy about this camera with. So one, the actual buttons to select things does not work. So if I press it to go right, it goes up. And if I press it to go up, it goes down. And if I press it to go down, it goes left. And I'm not even joking. I'm not even exaggerating. That's exactly what it does. Anyway, so I went around Hollywood Studios during sunset, took a ton of pictures. I made a little TikTok about where I went, like my thought process behind it, and then essentially in the videos I showed how the pictures turned out. I obviously edited the pictures, but I showed how the pictures turned out final. I really liked how that video turned out, and it was really fun to do because it kind of used to love photography a ton, and obviously. And so it kind of like brought me back to being like, oh my god, yeah, I forgot how much fun it is to just like go and take pictures. Got really excited, and I went and did it at Animal Kingdom again, and so I'm putting that video together now, but I'm just editing all the pictures really quick, and then I have to put them into the video that I've already edited, thankfully, earlier this morning. I have to work on editing the podcast, which I also have to work on setting up my office. I know we were like kind of going through some home decor stuff. Also, my allergies are so terrible today, which is not good. It's not good for the event we have to go to later, and so Shanique and both of us are suffering. Shanique answered my FaceTime call with 2 tissues stuck up her nose.
Don't mind me.
Are your allergies bad today? Because mine are bad too.
Yeah.
Oh god, did you at least finish it?
Yeah. I finished filming. Has been 50 streams.
This morning? 50?
This morning. That is crazy.
Oh, this one is so cute with this couple in it. Do you see that? I fear the Pandora ones are going to look hideous. So Shanique and I had a podcast where we just talked about life stuff in general, and essentially it was supposed to be like a FaceTime call or like an audio message, but through podcast version, right? And we wanted it to kind of be about Orlando, but not necessarily. And so we would just talk about stuff we would do, our growth on socials, because that was the goal, and just fun little things we had done throughout the week, and just essentially catch up to the point where we were so committed to the bit that we refused to talk to each other for the whole week. So that way, when the podcast came, we would talk. It really didn't kick off that well. We tried to make some videos. It was a little cringy, if I'm going to be so honest. It was cute, and we were entertaining and funny, but obviously, hindsight's 2020, and looking back now, a little bit cringy. We were like, you know what if we just started up the podcast again? Because somebody really hated me last year, or still hates me, I suppose, but they're fake about it. And they like targeted me and did this whole stupid Squirrel Girl thing. And I really wanted to talk about that because I wanted to not mention names, but I wanted to let people know that like there are people like this here, and there's a ton of people who are trying to be content creators and are going out and trying to make friends, but there are also a ton of social climbers, people who are not very nice and will use you or be fake to you and then just hurt you. And I wanted to bring that to light. And then Shanique and I just also wanted to talk about just, stuff in general, and also what it's like behind the scenes of being a content creator. So if we get a brand deal, kind of like how that works, what we did to get the brand deal and stuff like that, because I think that's also important because I wish I had found a podcast, and I'm sure there are maybe that I just have not come across, but I wish I'd come across a podcast that would kind of give me more info on ways that I can progress my content creation and social media. Kind of like big girl or big sister tips, I edit my TikToks in CapCut, and so I edited this together, but now we need to add in the pictures. So that's what we're going to do right now. And I also have a second digital camera on the way. That's a cheaper one. Not cheaper. This was free. Well, free by like, I just found it. But the other one is like $100, and that's like the cheapest digital camera I found because they're so popular now. The inflation is insane. Also, the background. The background is 2 doors. And so I feel like I can stick up fairy lights on that wall there. And then I was also thinking of maybe having over here or over here like some shelving, but over at the wall would make more sense. Anyway, let me stop getting distracted. Let me edit this really quick. The event tonight is hosted by YouTube, which is the king YouTube himself is hosting an event for local Orlando content creators. And my friend Maddie was invited, and she is bringing me and Shanique along. I am so stinking excited about that. You have no idea, because I'm excited to meet other creators and other people around Orlando who are focusing on YouTube, because there's a lot of people who are obviously focusing on TikTok and stuff, but like not that many people. I feel like there's a ton of people who also try for YouTube. Similarly, it's a lot harder to grow on YouTube unless one of your videos pops off. And so It's easier to grow, I think, on TikTok and Instagram than YouTube if you're consistent. Could be wrong though, but that's just me. I have been trying to post more shorts. Yep. I think that overall there are less YouTube focused people than TikTok and Instagram focused people that are trying to do theme park and just lifestyle and Orlando content in general. So I'm really excited to meet people. I'm excited to meet people. I'm excited to hear some insights and ways that I can improve. Okay. Oof. Done and done and done and done. So now this is currently exporting. Okay, I just did my makeup. I'm ready to head out to the party this evening. That's gonna be it for today. I am excited to do another weekly vlog. That was essentially the morning routine. That's kind of typically what I do. I do try to read in the mornings. I do try to just get a coffee and sit down and read for 30 minutes to an hour every morning, but some days are busier and I will end up having to just like edit and run around and do stuff. So it really just depends. I also didn't work out, but that's okay. That's okay. Not every day is going to be a workout day. The pollen is at an all-time high. Can't wait. So excited. I'm going to try to post once a week from now on. So I will see you guys next week. Bye.